Well, on this lovely day, which is outside, it's not sunny, but it's still a lovely day, of course, and I've decided to use this opportunity to have a look at something new. And if I turn it around, you can see it's a train pack. But the reason why I'm having to review it in this part of the layout and not over there, which is why I'm reviewing the single logos, is simply because of the size of the box. Because this is nearly as big as a train set. You have to excuse me wiping this because of the bit of dust on it. And because of this, I thought it would be a lot better, and using common sense, to review it in this part, because there's a lot more space than over there. Because just look at the size of the board, of the part of the layout, should I say. But this is a limited edition train pack, and it's none other than the Cunarder. And I've been waiting for this train pack for quite some time, because I've been wanting it but could never get it, but I finally have. And so let's get it open. Okay, well, first of all we have the sleeve for the box. As we can see, it's the typical celebratory packaging, which I don't think they use anymore, because I haven't noticed it in the new products they've got. And so we have the various liveries. We've got the BR early emblem there, we've got LNER, GNER, the BR logo, which appeared from the 60s to 90s or something. We've got LMS, GWR, Great North Eastern Rail. We've got quite a lot on that, so it's such a shame that they may have stopped using the box, but we can still get it. Okay, now we have to turn the box this way because it's been placed upside down. Out comes the polystyrene tray as well as the box, the rest of it. And then we lift up the cardboard flap. Let's just turn this box this way, because it was turned upside down. Okay, well, first of all we have the certificate of authentication. We have the big BR Lake crest there printed onto the certificate. And this particular train pack comes with a rebuilt 462 Battle of Britain class, and this one is 213 Squadron. It comes with 1st and 2nd class and 3rd class Pullman coaches, the 1st and the 2nd being the parlour cars, and the 3rd class being the brake coach. And there's some information on the Cunarder there. This one is also 1,200 models made, and this particular one is 764. And signed by the guy of Hornby there, Simon. So that's great. We've also got the instructions for the loco. Basically lubricating it outside the body off, putting the details on and stuff like that. It's the usual Cummings. So what else have we got in the box? Well, for starters we've got this, which is, oh my, looks like a spare wheel. I think this is the wheel that you use for showcasing purposes, like if it was not to run out but to display, you would use that. Or it could be to do with the radius of curves. I'm not sure why they actually put that in. But anyway, I've also got some other odds and ends. First of all, we have the DCC jacket. Pretty useless. And we've also got this. What some of you are thinking, well, what is it? It's nothing. Well, trust me, it definitely is. This is what makes the Cunarder the Cunarder. And it is the headboard. Let's see if it'll focus in on that. Yeah, just about. You see, that exudes quality. Attach headboard using blue tack. I will put this on. I'll put it on permanently because this particular loco, because it comes with a train pack, is only going to pull the Cunarder. And so I shall put this on permanently, but I won't use blue tack. I'll use something a bit better than that. So that is really nice. And then we have the details. We have, bizarrely, only one brake rod. We also have a spare coupler there, golden piping, some steps, vacuum brakes, and some other stuff. Okay, now that that's all at the box, let's get the loco out. So fingers through the back, ever so gently, we must get it out. Well, we've just lost a buffer. so I'll just get it. Well, I found the buffer. Now I need to know if this seems to be a common problem, because it happened in Intercity 82's video. So, you know, come on Hornby, you really need to change the packaging, because this is ridiculous. But thankfully nothing else has broken off this gorgeous loco. I mean, just look at that. The cat's been up there. So if we just put the buffer back in. It's a bit dusty though. There we are, good as new. I will have to glue that in, possibly, but I'm just leaving that in. So, what have we got? Well, for starters, she's a very, very heavy loco. She's heavier than the Black 5. So what have we got? Well, for starters, we have the very, very awesome sprung metal buffers, which is very nice. And you've also got a big chimney at the top there, which I can nearly almost fit my small finger in it. There's all these small lamps there. There's hand railing details on these smoke deflectors. The buffer's fallen off again. Oh no, the packaging is stupid. The design of the wheels is absolutely excellent. Very accurate. There's a handrail going down the side, on both sides should I say. And on the smoke deflectors. There's the nameplate. 213 Squadron. We've got some more other detailings here. Riveting there. The windows are open. That vent actually looks like it could open. It's a bit loose, but it doesn't open. I don't think anyway. And the windows are open as well. We've got a proper connector for the tender. Oh my. I mean, she's actually hard to hold. She's that heavy, so do excuse me if I keep moving the logo off camera. But that's a slope firebox with all that coloured in. Typical of the southern region. Moving to the back, we have the name plates again. We have detailing at the top there. Okay, there should be a whistle there, but I think it's fallen off in the packaging, but I will get it later. I think these are the safety valves. Can't be sure, but I think they are. There's gold piping coming down the side there, with that detailing on. Gold piping coming down here. I mean, she is incredible. She's the most detailed steam loco I've got. Even more detailed than the Black 5. So yeah. Now we need to move on to the tender. And here we go. Tissue paper to one side. I mean, considering it's a tent, there's a fair bit of weight in that. We have these ladders that are fixed in there. We have the proper connector for the tender. Again, sprung buffers at the back, and them couplings. The BR like cresties there, like I've said before. And there's even all this detail in here, as well as these small windows fixed in. The coal is very nice as well. Especially the detail at the top, including these water tanks. We've also got these ladders coming down here, and look at that. All these lamps are coloured in. Or should I say painted. We've got all this other detailing on here, such as this hook and the vacuum brake. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, an amazing loco that's detailed. Well done Hornby, you've impressed yourself in this, apart from the buffer that came out, but that's not the loco's fault. Now let's get one of the coaches out. I think this one is actually the brake. Could be. Ah yeah, I was right. It's the brake coach. And for starters, you can tell it's the typical railroad range coach. It has metal wheels though, which are better than the plastic ones. And this is coach number 54. And to be honest, yeah, well, it's obviously first class, sorry, third. I mean, look at all the detailing in there. It may be railroad, but it's not all that low quality. Okay, there's no lights fixed in at all, 'cause there's no pickups. But having said that, this might have actually cost a bit more the train pack altogether if this had got working lights. we've got a grey roof on the top there, because we've come across silver roofs, white roofs and grey roofs. I've got 5 white roofs ones, and I've got 3 grey roof ones. But it's very nice. I mean, wow, this coach is just up with a polystyrene there. Some of you are thinking it's not brilliant, but to me it is. It means something. I mean, look at that there, the crest. We'll have a look at the other coaches, I suppose. It's hard to find the finger holes. Get rid of that. Again, metal wheels. Okay, we do have the big couplers, I'll point out. So, well, I don't think it's going to be all that tricky, to be honest. Connecting this up to the tender, because as long as they connect up, it's not a problem. And this coach is called Octavia, if that's how you pronounce it. Again, the detailing is awesome inside. Again, it's a grey roof because it obviously has to match. So, is this the first class or the second class? Because it doesn't say anywhere. So I don't know if they managed that, but it's very nice. And there's a fair bit of weight in that as well. Now, I must be careful with the last coach because the buffer is fallen out in this one. In fact, it doesn't seem to want to come out actually. Probably because of the fact of the buffer that's stopping it. So it's in there somewhere. The buffer actually has obviously fallen out. So I have the empty box. Put it to one side. I was just actually checking it. So there's the buffer. That will definitely go back on in a minute. On the loco. I'm just checking to make sure nothing else has come off. Now, I'm sorry if that was a pain, but... And this one is called... These are very odd names. Entobe. No, Iobe or something like that, I don't know. How you pronounce these names, just please tell me. Because they're very hard to pronounce. Again, metal wheels, big couplers, grey roofs. It's got the same amount of detailing, to be honest. Polystyrene. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could fix lights in if you wish. But that's up to you. I won't. But, you know, that's me. I suppose that's for the more serious modelers, but anyway. Now that I've had a look at the coaches, and of course the locomotive, let me just fix this buffer back in. I might glue this back in. There you go, if you didn't see that, there it is. So now what we need to do is put her on the tracks and see what her runs like.